Hello, everyone, and welcome to Ivy Tech Live on Tuesdays at the Tech. I am so glad to be here again today. What a beautiful day outside. Good weather going on right now. As it gets a little bit cooler, we get a little bit worried about stuff, but that's okay. I like when seasons start to change and the weather changes and you get the scenery change from the trees and stuff. So it's a pretty cool time of the year. Everybody, hope you had a great time at that Fall Fest and you're enjoying your week now and your month of October. And now we have some great, exciting program information coming up here today with 3 special guests, and we're going to be talking about welding. So this is going to be very beneficial. Let me tell you, even if you had no interest in welding before, I highly recommend sticking around with us, watching this. Comment it down below, all your questions that you can, because we're going to get back to you on it, but hopefully some of them get answered right here and maybe spark some interest. Speaking of sparks, it's welding, so it makes sense. All right, so I'm going to got some special guests with me here today. Got 3 of them, so we're going to let the 3 individuals introduce themselves, and we're going to learn some stuff about welding. And if I didn't mention earlier, because I just speak too fast and I wasn't thinking, I'm John Geary with Ivy Tech Admissions. So let's head on into communicating with our guest here. And I'll go ahead and let's see. I know John, so I'm gonna let John go ahead and introduce himself, and then Adam and Kay, you guys can introduce right after John, okay?
Sounds good.
Hello, everybody. My name is John Durbin. I'm the Assistant Program Chair for the Industrial Technology Program, and I pretty much manage welding for the college. We have a great program here, and we hope this sparks some interest in you, pun intended, right, John? So if you have any questions, let us know later, okay?
Oh, is it my turn? I apologize that I was looking at the screen. Hi, yeah, my name's Adam Schofield. I am a graduate of Ivy Tech's welding program. I live here in Evansville, Indiana, and I'm a welder over at Separation by Design. And we do above ground piping systems and some other types of fabrication. And I personally do the fabrication and a lot of the pipe welding. And I love it. And here I'll introduce, here's Kay.
Hi, I'm Kay. I graduated from Ivy Tech Welding. I was also a lab technician for John. I now work for Skanska under Union, and I'm happy.
It's awesome to always, whenever we do these live events, to be able to talk with individuals who have came through different programs and learn from them, and now they're out in the workforce. And that's a lot of programs, especially in the advanced technology area. When we talk about welding and automotive and those, it's a lot of hands-on experience and getting right into it. So, and working right after, graduating. So, John, if you don't mind, could you, elaborate a little bit on when a student comes into us, what will they be signing up for? What are they actually getting into? And what do you think is the key, big takeaways they're going to get from doing the welding program at Ivy Tech?
Well, when the students first come in, we get a variety of students, and some have had some experience in their past lives in high school or working on the farm or whatever. Some have come in here totally green, never welded before in their life, but we get them on a good start. We work with everybody. We're very competent in working with different levels of skill. We've been doing this for a long time, but when a student first comes in, they're going to be heavily bombarded with safety. We're going to give them a PPE kit, personal protective equipment. They're going to have jackets, welding helmets, gloves, all the tools they're going to need for the industry. And then we have different levels of completion. We have certificates, we have technical certificate, and we have the associate degree. And right now is a great time for welders. The industry is booming and there's a need for welders. And so we don't have much trouble getting these students placed.
Awesome. And Adam and Kay, could you guys kind of, hearing what John just said there, expecting what a student will experience when they first come in. Can you talk about some of your experiences when you first came in and in the middle and even up to when you graduated? What was it like, and what were your big key takeaways?
Sure. Yeah. For me, it was a little strange going into it, not because of the program, but it was right before COVID hit. And, so we had to go through that. And I personally was at a factory here in town that taught me how to weld, but not very well. Just kind of got me started and everything. And when that ended, I just want to go to Ivy Tech, and I want to learn, I want to get certified and do it the right way. And it was the best decision I ever made. And from the very beginning, John and everyone there was very welcoming, and it was nothing but open doors, green lights, and everyone was very supportive. I even got a letter in the mail from John, I believe, and he invited me to come look at the weld shop and introduce himself, and I did that. And it was just a very good experience. And I learned a lot, and I feel like it flew by, but even though we did it probably one of the worst times, and with that whole COVID pandemic, but we got through it, and the school was very safe, and I never felt unsafe or anything like that. So do you have anything you'd like to add?
I don't know. I feel like I've always been in a male dominated job and never thought about welding. I'm a big artist, so female or male that like art, it's a great opportunity to build something, weld something out of art, just to get your creativity out. I ended up loving it, enjoying it so much that I found a job and a career, and that was what made me happy, just to keep going in that aspect.
Yeah, it's very, very easy to find a job in welding. Then it's up to you to be competent and be a good worker and all that. They want someone that shows up, and they want somebody that wants to learn and has a good attitude. And in any industry, that's going to be, it's not always the case. But for us, I feel like we both have a passion for it. And when you have a passion for it, it sometimes doesn't even feel like work. I still enjoy. I've been doing my same job for a year, and I still enjoy going to work. I don't ever dread it, even though it is a job at the end of the day, and things happen. But I really do love it. We'll weld all day at work and come home and weld sometimes on little projects, and it's just a great avenue to go down. And with all these trades, a lot of people don't want to learn trades right now. I don't know why, but there's they stick with the traditional 4-year, and that's fine. But for us, the trades, it really worked out. We've both done a lot of different types of jobs before this. I'm 31 and you're 28 now, and so it took a little bit for us. Some people start when they're younger, but yeah, it's a great choice.
That's definitely awesome to hear that. I'm glad we offer that then here at Ivy Tech. A trade that definitely has, as you said, there's a lot of work. There's a lot of work. If you want to do it, you want to learn, and then you want to get out there and work hard, there's a work available to you. So that is great news. John, I know you are live in the shop there. If you don't mind, could you just show just a little part of the shop?
Sure. So we have 16 weld booths. Every weld booth is equipped with a multi-process welding machine, so we can do all 3 processes in the booth. We have machines for stick and MIG. We have machines for TIG welding. We just recently put up the new blue curtains, and we just recently added the new exhaust system up here. Everything in here is industrial quality machines. We don't do trainers. Everything here is the same equipment you would find on a workplace floor. So we have cutting equipment. We have an iron worker, oxy-fuel. We have a shear. We have lots of donated metal. We have a CNC plasma machine that we're actually working with now, making a sign for our back door. Sandblaster, metal storage. We even have a robot on loan right now from Lincoln Electric. So the Lincoln Electric rep lives nearby and he works closely with us. And he uses our facility to demonstrate his equipment to his customers. And in exchange, we get to play with the equipment too.
Looks good, John.
That's
Thanks.
awesome. That's awesome. Adam and Kay, when he's going around showing different parts of the welding area back there, do you guys recognize anything that you remember, fondly about that I really like this area of the welding area? And do you see anything new that you didn't get to see when you were doing your program here with us?
I see a lot that's new, and it really makes me happy that the school is, building and getting some more equipment and upgrading everything, which would make or help, the new students come along. And it's nice. It's really nice to see all that. It makes me happy to see the older stuff too. We used those welders and those booths. We both had a certain booth that we would go to every day, and it just brings back memories.
Yeah, all the equipment, even when we were there, was state of the art. It's just, going from there to the job, it wasn't like I had to really learn something new with the equipment. There's all types of stuff out there with equipment, but yeah, it was all there. And but it's nice to see some of those renovations and the curtains, little things like that, and that new Lincoln equipment. That's great. But yeah, I really don't have a favorite part of the shop. It was just being there and just learning. There's so many more things to really just welding, and there's using the shear and the oxyfuel acetylene and all those different things, plasma cutting, and you're just really working with metal, and they have all that to offer.
Yeah, it's so many different things. Like it's just with anything. Sometimes you want to pick that one favorite thing you like, or that one good memory you have. But when it's a good thing is when there's so much of that you can't just pick that one. That speaks volumes about a program or anywhere you work at. So that's really awesome to hear you guys say that type of stuff about the program, and great to John showing all the new stuff. So kind of, winding this up here, John, if a student was going to get ready to come in to the welding program, what would you want them to be really thinking about, things they need to take care of before they come into the program, or any type of mindset that you would want them to try to get into before they get in there?
Mainly, they need to realize that this can be a physically demanding job. The better condition you are in, the better you'll do in this field. Although there are a lot of bench welding jobs, there's so many different types of welding processes out there. We teach the major, most common ones, but there are many more others that students can learn once they get the basics from here. It's always great to have a little math background, to have a little science background. Anything in high school like that you can pick up is always good for you, which we're going to reinforce some of those skills once you get in here anyway. We're going to teach you how to make linear measurements, angles, and so forth. So it's not all just burning rods and burning wire. There's some other things involved here as well. A good imagination, good technical skills, all of those are beneficial in the welding program. The more of that you have, the further you can go. We have some employers in the area that like for our students to have associate degrees. There's a couple of big ones that like that, and we have others that are just good with the welding skills, basic welding skills. But they say that sometimes our associate degree students are a little more adapted to automation, and they're better communicators, and there is a lot of welding automation in this area. So, and it's growing. So if you can, if you know a little bit about the theory and science behind it, and you have the skills too, there are a lot of opportunities that can open up for you in this area.
Awesome. John, real quickly, if someone needs to get a hold of your department or anything, do you have like a a certain email address you'd like for them to use or anything of that nature?
Yes, you can call me at 812-429-0595 or email me at jdurbin@ivytech.edu.
Awesome. Thank you for that information, John. And Adam and Kay, before we do leave here, new students that might be coming in, just give them what type of encouragement would you give them? What type of advice would you give them as students coming into the welding program?
I would say go for it. When you go for it, don't give up. I've cried so many times because I didn't know what I was doing or I couldn't get this right. With TIG, you're not going to get it at first. That's the biggest one, that you're not going to get it first, but you will get it. And it's amazing outcome. Don't give up.
Yeah, and adding on to that, yeah, I mean, it all comes down if you find a passion for it, but I mean, you get to play with fire. I shouldn't say play. You get to work with fire, and electricity, and all kinds of cool things. If you like if tools excite you, and all types of different equipment, and learn new ways to manipulate metal and steel, and learning about all that, I'll say it again, it was the best decision I made. And I mean, it's really, now we have a house, great jobs, we're happy. Just bought a motorcycle this weekend. Money's good. You don't have to do white collar to do good right now. And there are a lot of jobs out there that, I mean, I think we both spent maybe half a day looking for a job, and that was it. So yeah, I'd say go for it.
Awesome. Great news. And go ahead, John.
I would like to add that, a lot of people come in here and they don't know anybody. And we've had a lot of friendships develop in here, a lot of camaraderie, people helping each other. And we've even had a romantic relationship develop in our welding lab.
Right here. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Adam and Kay.
That's awesome. And it just shows how much Ivy Tech is great at not only putting out great quality when it comes to education and trade education, but it's also great at networking. You never know what type of networking that's going to lead into, as we can see with Adam and Kay. I want to say congratulations to you guys on all your success, and hope you have great continuous success. Thank you so much for taking time to be a part of this live and give future students, a perspective of what it's like to be a student in the welding program. And John, thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule to get on here and just explain, what we're looking for when students come in and what kind of mindset they need to have. And thank you for showing us around the welding shop there and all the new features and existing features that's been there. It's really just good and eye-opening for students. So students, if you're out there, if you're watching, if you're choosing a different program, or if you're coming in, you're not for sure, undecided, or if you've always thought about welding, I hope this video answers some of your questions. And if not, leave down in the comment section down below some questions you have. We'll definitely get them answered for you. John left his contact information. He's out there to listen to you, to be able to, guide you in whichever way you need to go with the welding program and welding information. So thanks to everyone out there. And we look forward to seeing you guys again at another Ivy Tech Live at Tuesday at the Tech. Thank you guys again. Thank you guys.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you.